Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are doing well, healthy, safe and sound. So, inshallah, complete this chapter. That is the chapter number 1. Basics of Information Technology. Students, after this, inshallah, I'll just start with the basic practicals. How to do a basic practicals in IT with the help of your HTML. And if we get time, we'll just have more and more practicals, inshallah. So here the last topic, recent trends in IT, which we are doing. And in this, students, we had already finished few trends. Green computing, then second one is your Internet of Things. And third is your cloud computing. And in last lecture we have done the data analytics. And the artificial intelligence. Now students, let's move to the few more IT trends. The sixth one which we are going to begin is the machine learning. Machine learning. What is machine learning? Machine learning is the scientific study of algorithms and statistical models that computer systems use to effectively perform a specific task without using explicit instructions, relying on patterns and inferences. It is seen as a subset of artificial intelligence. Students, so machine learning is a method of data analysis that automates analytical model building. It is a branch of artificial intelligence which we have studied in the last lecture, students. It is based artificial intelligence based on the idea that systems can learn from data, identify patterns and make decisions with minimal human interventions. That means very less human intervention is required, because what here the method which is used by the data on this one, machine learning, is data analysis, which automates the analytical model building. Okay, and it learns from data with the help of identifying the patterns and making decisions. So here it has given students that it is the scientific study of algorithms. What? It is the scientific study of algorithms. Statistical models. That computer systems use to effectively perform a specific task without using explicit instructions. That means no explicit instructions are needed to do any task, because here, students, it relies on the patterns and inferences. With the help of identifying the patterns and inferences, it machine, that the machine takes the decision. So here we can say that is no need to have a human intervention, or very minimal intervention of human is needed. That is the machine learning. And very important thing, that is it is a subset of artificial intelligence. You have to remember that students, that it is a subset of artificial intelligence. Intelligence students, in the last lecture students, we have studied this artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence, students? The artificial intelligence, we have studied that it is an area of computer science that emphasizes on creation of intelligent machines that work and react like humans. Getting student, that is the artificial intelligence. And what it refers to, the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think like humans, okay, and also to mimic their actions. And the very basic example I had given you about the robot, students. So here the machine learning is the subset of artificial intelligence. That's why here students, again in it is a scientific study, okay student, and it identifies the patterns, and with the help of the patterns and inferences which it senses, okay, and on the basis of that this machine learning takes the decision. Okay, so we'll just see if we can have any example of machine learning. Machine learning. Here. This is the ordinary system, and with the help of AI, that means in the ordinary system the artificial intelligence has been embedded. That's why we said that it is a subset of artificial intelligence. Look, machine learning now learns, predicts and improves. What, with the help of machine learning, what person can do, it can learn, then it can predict with the inferences and patterns. Whatever data is there, according to that data, a person can just predict what will be the outcome, and with the help of that a person can improve, okay, or the organization can improve, that which decision to be we should take that will be beneficial for the organization. Machine learning applications are there, very few. Properly. And this is a very best example and very simple also to understand that ordinary system and with artificial intelligence. That the effect, the difference between these. Okay, so hope you understood this. What is machine learning? As this is a subset of artificial intelligence, so you can just relate and you can understand what is the machine learning. It is the study of scientific, we can say the models, we can say the algorithms and the data and the patterns and inferences and so on, and with the help of this the organization or whoever is using this machine learning can take the decision. Number 7, we'll just see the next one. 7th one is the big data. Big data is what we can say, students, the very large volume of data. So it refers to data set that are too large or complex for traditional data processing application software to adequately deal with. Okay, so here we can say it is very large and complex for traditional data processing. So data with many cases offer greater statistical power, while data with higher complexity may lead to a higher false discovery rate. So here in simple terms, students, we can say what big data is a very large volume of data. It is a collection of data that is huge in volume, yet it is growing exponentially with time. Getting student, though it is very, we can say the collection of data, and it's a very huge in volume, but then too it is exponentially growing with time. So it is a data with so large size and complexity that none of traditional data management tools can store it or process it efficiently. Okay, so big organizations, and we can say the institutions, they are using this, they are having this big data. Like for example, students, the data of the people, their personal details, these are the different types of data. Now if you want to do a survey of a country, that how many number of people are there, so it will make a very big data. Getting students, so here we can say data sets that are too large. Is the data sets that are too large. Or complex. For traditional data processing. Now here students, what, as I've said, that if you want to find out the number of people along with their personal details, the data will be very large and complex, students, and it is very difficult to process with the simple software. Okay, so it is very complex for traditional data processing application software. Okay, complete this. So in general terms, we can say that data with many cases offer greater statistical power, while data with higher complexity may lead to a higher false discovery rate. So as it is very large, it is complex, so it's become very difficult to manage it, to process it. But then too it is needed, students. Large data or big data is needed. Just see big data. Big data. Yeah. Big data applications, healthcare, travel students, so many travel. It's not only single transportation system is there. There are so many different, we can say the different types of vehicles are there. Travel means train is there, airplane is there, by air, by land, by water, means you can travel to any of these mediums. So the data is very large for each and every passenger. Then education, so many students are learning in a single institution. Again, it is a very big data. Then telecom, e-commerce, media and entertainment, retail, finance, healthcare. These are what students, these are the big data applications. When here the data is very big and complex, students. So, but the thing is that it is needed. So we need to have this big data also. Okay, so here, hope you've got this also, big data. Now, the last one, the eighth one, is the blockchain. Blockchain. Now it is a growing list of records called blocks, which are linked using cryptography. It can be defined as a distributed, decentralized public ledger, students. So it is, we can say, the list of records, students, which is growing. Okay, and which is linked using the cryptography. Cryptography is what, students? Cryptography is which is encoded for security reason, which is having, means we can say the security procedures are there. That is called as the cryptography. So it can be defined as a distributed, decentralized public ledger. You just see blockchain, if we can have this blockchain also. This block. Not much thing is there. Just see the link. Things are linked. This is how blockchain technology works, students. Just see. Transaction is requested, then the transaction is broadcasted to a peer-to-peer network that consists of computers. Okay, then what? The network of nodes uses known algorithm to validate the transaction and user status. Then it is verified with the help of cryptocurrency. Nowadays, the cryptocurrency is on demand, students. Like Bitcoin and so many different types of cryptocurrencies are there. So the cryptocurrency, that means the digital currency, cryptocurrency. Then what? The transaction is combined with other transaction once verified to create new block of data for the ledger. So then what happens? The new block is added to the existing blockchain, which is permanent and unalterable. So the transaction is now finished. So it is basically for the purpose of what? To create a blockchain, means one transaction is completed, it is added to the earlier one. So that what? Create a new block of data for the ledger. So what is here, student? A ledger. A ledger, we can say it is a book or other collection of financial accounts. So here we can say the financial accounts is being created with the help of cryptography, and the cryptocurrency is used for the transaction. So cryptocurrency is what, students? It is a digital currency, we can say. It is not having any, we can say, the currency which is of paper or any metal or something. It is a cryptocurrency which is encoded for security reason. So in this way, the blockchain is created. Means one person has done the transaction, it is verified, and then it is added. Once it is finished, it is added to the blockchain. Then the second one will come. Then the second, means in this way, the blockchain is getting created one by one to just have a ledger. Ledger is nothing but the financial accounts. We can say the financial accounts are being created for the people. So hope you've understood this. Blockchain technology. This is the blockchain technology, students. So these are the new trends, students. Okay. So you have to, here in very simple terms, I'll just write this. It is a growing list of records. It is called as blocks. So, and which is linked using cryptography. Using cryptography, student. It is linked using cryptography. So, students, we have understood this. Here we have finished with our chapter. That is the chapter number 1, Basics of Information Technology. Hope you've understood each and everything in this chapter, those who have viewed it from beginning till end. So they will definitely understand each and everything, inshallah, because I have used very simple terms to make you understand with the examples. So just try to go through the chapter and try to do the practice on the OAV for the different questions, because these things are going to be repeated in your 12th standard. So make sure you understand every term. So inshallah, from the next lecture, we'll start with the practical, very basic practicals. So until then, stay safe, stay blessed, stay healthy. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.